So first off, I want to start by saying I know it doesn't look like much, but this is a Lego case fan that's got a freaking fan, of course, and it's got controller for the fan. It's got all this stuff in here, and it's all Legos, 100%. Every bit you see here is solely Legos. Now, one of the biggest things I like about this is, first of all, of course, it doesn't have any practicality. None of the stuff that I make that's out of Legos, except maybe the cases, have any real practical value. But the case fan about this is the reason why I made this one was because I thought it'd be really cool to institute an idea where you would have a case fan that would actually be able to work. Now, this is an empty case, and the reason why I did that was simply because there was a lot less things to work around. I basically took off all the different stuff. This is actually a case from the $75 PC, which I still have sitting over there on my Lego test bench. But pretty much, the $75 PC was a good video if you're interested in getting a computer for like a younger friend or something. That'd be a really good thing to watch. But anyway, so the case fan up here, of course, has, it's basically really good in the fact that it's like you can bump it and it kind of stays where it's supposed to. I mean, obviously you can't really mount it directly onto the top here because simply it's just super difficult to do. I think one thing looking back at this though I would have done is I would have actually taken the fan or the motor and actually put it up here and then have the case fan on top. I know it would have restricted airflow a little bit better, or a little bit, but it definitely would have made it so that it was a lot more cleaner inside, because I feel like it would just influence where the case fan or the CPU cooler was, things like that. I feel like I could have done a little bit better with that. Now, one of the biggest things I'm really proud of though is that there is, you can use this Lego controller to actually control everything in the system. So you can control it from the back. It's got a little display on it, and you got some wires, you got a cable manage, but I feel like overall, looking at it, it does seem like it does produce a good bit of airflow when it's on. Two things though, I've already pointed this out in a past video, that the Lego motor here makes a crap ton of noise. Yeah, and it's really noisy and would not be practical in that sense as well. But the biggest final thing is, I feel like overall, as I said, if I were to move it up here and get it so it was a little bit quieter, I feel like it would be very practical to put in a Lego computer case. Not this case. I feel like a Lego computer case would be a little bit more practical to it. If you want to make a whole case out of Legos, you could actually do that. So that's why I wanted to point this out, is because I'm kind of going through and getting the steps into, getting the different parts to make a Lego computer case. And finally, I want to go through and make a complete case out of Legos that has all the practical methods, has like a power button, things like that. I want all that done in a single case, and that'll be something we'll be leading up into the future. But if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I know this is not really, really something that crazy, but I do feel like the case fan the fact that it's made out of solely Legos was what the big accomplishment was today, because I've used this kind of the same fan design. I improved on it a little bit, but I used the same fan design for the CPU mod, that CPU cooler, I guess, and that's why that top bit is what the mod took that off there and tweaked it a little bit so it would be a little bit more stable when it's running. But it is pretty stable. I mean, it does wiggle around a bit, but the thing is, it goes right back to where it's supposed to be, and it's really good, so you can bump it. And the good thing about Legos is you bump things hard enough, they like to shatter, and this is not true for this. It's got a little bit of slack on here. And it's also nice to have something where you can kind of work around as well when you're putting something in the case, like you're putting on the CPU cooler, you can push it out of the way, and it just goes back to where it's supposed to be. But as I say, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Sorry I couldn't make it happy. If you're interested, we got a whole bunch of other Lego projects, Lego mods, and of course computer mods. That's what we do on this channel. Lots of crazy computer mods and lots of crazy stuff you wouldn't do at home on your computer. So that's what I do. But if you're interested, subscribe. If you're not, hope to see you around, and goodbye.